if you're a fresher or you've just gotten admission into Mountain Top University, you're about going into Mountain Top University in September for the new session, you're definitely in the right place because this is part 2 of everything you need to know about Mountain Top University. Actually, this is like the most updated version. Gotten some new information I'm about to share with you guys. And again, I'm going to answer your questions because some people asked questions in the last video I shot. I would also be picking some questions there and answering for you guys. I'm going to be looking into my laptop because the list is a lot. I cannot put everything in my head, so I'm just going to be picking them out and explaining to you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment if you enjoyed watching this video at the end. So if you're a fresher, number one thing you need to know is that there are no ACs in the hostels, only chapel and the classrooms. I've got some people that asked me in the previous video if there are ACs in the hostels. So no, there is no AC in the hostel, but there is AC in the chapel, in the cafeteria, also in the classrooms, but there's no AC in the hostel. Okay. Number 2, this new session of 2025-2026 might be divided as there is now campus B. So allegedly, I'm hearing that the mass communication student and the computer science student might be taken to the campus B. While I was in the school, they were building a new permanent site for the university. I think is almost done. But the information reaching me is that 2025-2026, the other university can no longer take you guys as the school is growing rapidly. So you guys might actually have to move to campus B, allegedly, which is the permanent site. Number 3, bear in mind that the university clinic is not in the university itself. It was in the university before when I started, but they've moved it outside university. So it is now in Prayer City. If you know Prayer City, you obviously know that you pass Prayer City before you get to Mountain Top University. But not to worry because there's a private car that's actually going to take you there when you have any health challenge or whatsoever. Number 4, parents are only allowed to see their children every Saturday. If you want to see your child during weekdays, you would have to go to the student affairs, and there's actually a limited time because they'll give you a time. Maybe, oh, you just have 1 hour to see your child, or you have 2 hours to talk to your child and stuff like that. So there's going to be a limited time if you want to see your child during weekday. If you come every Saturday, you have as much time. If you want to spend the entire day with your child, you can spend an entire day with your child. Number 5, let's go to Contraband. So the information reaching me, which is something I've never heard before, that Coke and Pepsi is no longer allowed in the school. I don't know why that is not allowed. So if you have any question about that, please call the admin or contact the admin of the school. Just personal information that I got. If you have it in mind to take maybe a pack of Coke or a pack of Pepsi to school, please don't try to take it. And I'm not sure, for them saying it's not going to be allowed in the school, I'm not sure they'll be selling it in the cafeteria or anywhere around the school. No bringing of any water that is not MTUs. So MTU actually has a water factory. They have their own bread and they have their own water. So now they're saying if you have to bring a packet of water from your house, like Aquafina and other brands, it's not going to be allowed. Like they might seize it if it is not MTU's water. So I would advise you to save your money, so when you get to school you can get a pack of MTU's bottled water, because allegedly no other brand of bottled water is allowed in school premises. The other one is no drugs. That one is very certain. I don't think there's any university that supports you doing drugs, so please don't do drugs in MTU because that one can get you rusticated and get 2 semesters rustications or expulsion if it's that bad. So please don't do drugs. Also, it should not be news that phones are not allowed. Please, phones are not allowed. But I heard that people are finding their ways to sneak in their phones and all of that. I'd advise not to bring phone though, because if you get caught, there's no explanation you want to give that will justify you taking your phone to school. And the other one, no SIM cards or MiFi is allowed. And get rusticated, at least 1 semester rustication if you are found with MiFi or SIM cards. And let me tell you guys something. There's something that they call early raiding. The school authorities can come any time of the day. It could be maybe when you are even in class, or it could be maybe at night when you're sleeping. They could just come and search everybody's hostel. Maybe somebody had given them information that okay, some set of students are using phones, or some set of students are using MiFi or SIM cards and all of that. And if you get caught during those periods, there's nothing you can do. Another contraband, no teddy bear is allowed in the school premises. I know some people cannot sleep without having their teddy bears on their bed. So if you're someone that loves cuddling your teddy bear to sleep, you just like having your teddy bear as your sleep partner, bear in mind that it is not allowed in MTU. Also, eye pencil, this lips trend, yeah? See where I did my lips. Eye pencil, then lip gloss or lipstick, and put your gloss. Eye pencil is not allowed in the school premises because I think people were doing this trend. When people were using eye pencil, they started doing this trend, and MTU did not like it. If you have it in mind of, at least we're not going to do makeup, we're going to draw our lips and put gloss, don't try it. In fact, once they say eye pencil, they're taking it. Once they say eye pencil as part of what you brought to school, they're going to seize it. It should be no news that no form of makeup or jewelries is allowed in the school premises. The only thing I think they allow is just like white powder. No jewelry is allowed. That one is like it should not be news. You should know. No earring, no necklace, no bracelet. The only thing that's allowed is probably wristwatch. Another contraband is you adding an attachment to your hair. So attachment, wool, any form of attachment, like any form of attach. Any form of attach is not allowed in the school premises, be it wool, be it eco rubber, be it that, be it attachment, and any other thing. You should not be added to your hair. All right. Another thing is that there is no form of business that is allowed in school. Some people used to do business. Even me, when I was in school, I did my business, but I was doing it on a low, and I was so scared that if I get caught, I would actually be in serious problem. And I think it now became so rampant that I think they are aware that many students are trying to come and do one or two businesses in school. If you're caught selling anything, you're going to get into trouble for that. So another one is men's loafers are not allowed for female students. I'm going to leave a picture here in case you don't know what men loafers is. I'm going to leave a picture here or here so you can see what it looks like. That type of shoe is for guys, and I think girls too used to wear it. I think it's unisex, but now they are saying that they want only guys to wear it. They don't want girls to wear it. And if you ask me why, I honestly don't know. Let me tell you guys something. MTU can be a lot. Like it can literally be a lot. You just have to abide by their rules if you want to graduate without any problems. I mean, it's just 4 years or 5 years. Just do your thing. And every semester is 3 months or 4 months, and you come back do your normal thing. Because I don't know why loafers are not allowed for girls anymore. Another one, your ID card must always be worn on your neck every time. Don't even try to forget your ID card when you have exams, because you will not be able to write exams without your ID card. I'd advise you to always put your ID card maybe in a particular bag you take for classes so you don't forget it. There was a time that we used to have the security people stand at the gate who are going to class. They are always checking if we're with our ID card on. So I don't know if they still do that. You must join a unit in church. So the word must means compulsory. This one is not, oh, I don't want to be in choir, I want to be in the sanitary group, I don't want to be in prayer warrior. This one is like a must. That means you must serve God. You must actually work for God. It's funny to me because I feel like being a worker is should be voluntarily. I don't know why they are making it a must. But I don't know why they should forcefully tell people to join a unit in church, because even churches, like even in MFM as a whole, it is not a must for you to be a worker. They would advise you to be a worker in church, work for God, but they would not force you. And I don't know why they're forcing people to actually join a unit in church. I don't know if this is legit though, but this is what my sister told me, and obviously she has been there. This is her third year, so obviously she has the information like this firsthand. So the next one, the cafeteria foods are really nice and affordable, but bear in mind, like my sister literally wrote this in capital letter. She said, "Every day is rice, beware." So I'm just quoting her word for word. She told me that every day is rice, that they don't really maybe make swallow or make different type of foods or whatever. I don't know. But then you don't have a choice because you're not even allowed to cook in the school. So you have to get cafeteria food or get snacks or just get something. But I don't know why she said every day is rice. I guess when you get there, you'll find out. Or if you guys want to know more about this, let me know. You can just ask me in the comment section and I can ask her to clarify on what she meant by every day is rice. Beware. So the next one is some days there might not be water in the hostel. So bring enough buckets to store water. I know of this one very well because even in my time we experienced it a lot, especially when there is no light for maybe for some hours, the water finishes and everybody is stuck on hey how are we going to get water and all of that. So it's advisable for you to get an extra bucket that you would take, maybe the ones that have cover that you would take to actually store in water just in case you maybe have exams on that day and water finish. You can have something that you can actually go back to. Do you understand? So it's very advisable to have an extra bucket for water. No AirPods are allowed. Somebody asked me this very recently. No AirPods allowed. I don't know about earpiece, but I think earpiece is allowed. But I don't know why AirPods are not allowed. But I am very certain that AirPods are not allowed in the school premises. No glass perfumes. This is very very obvious. Like anything that has to do with glass, not allowed in the school premises. So if you want to get perfume, get one that is inside plastic. Short skirts, polo shirt is not allowed. So short skirt is not allowed. Your clothes must be below your knees. Polo shirts are not allowed for girls, for female. I don't know if it's allowed for guys. I don't know. But polo shirt is not allowed. So you know those polo that has collar, it's not allowed for girls. I've known that one right from day one. Canvas or sneakers are meant for field only. Yeah, so when you have canvas, when you have sneakers, it is just for field. They used to allow canvas for Fridays. Like okay, Fridays you're supposed to dress casually to classes, and yes, we know that you must wear something that is covered. I forgot to add that you must actually wear a cover shoe. So make sure that when you're coming to MTU, you're coming with like cover shoes because that's what you're going to be wearing to class every single day from Monday to Friday. But Friday, people used to wear sneakers, and I don't know why they've changed it and they are saying it's not allowed only for field days. If you guys want to play football or play any sports, I think that is where it is allowed. Also, no slippers heels are allowed during school hours, just for church service. So if you have slippers heels and you're planning to wear it for classes, it is not allowed. Okay, there's a certain way you're supposed to dress in MTU. Also, you must fill an exit form before leaving school. So you cannot just get up and be like, oh, I'm missing home and I want to go back home and tell your porters that you want to leave the school. It doesn't work that way. You must actually fill an exit form and your guardian or parent must actually give their consent. Yes, so they would call to say, oh, so person is coming home. Oh, are you aware that this person is coming home? There's also a part where you would have to put their phone number. And now my sister said it's now different because your parents would even have to write a letter. I don't know how that one works, Sha, but somebody must actually consent to you leaving the school. So if anything happens, they know it's not on the school. Church services are now compulsory. Before, many people used to stab it. If you don't attend church services, you would not actually be able to write exams. I think there's a way they are now tracking the whole thing. Because in my time we used to actually mark attendance, but I think there's a way they are now tracking it that the attendance can also be used during classes, and they would know how many people actually stabbed church service. Because now, if you don't really attend church service, you're actually not going to write exams. I think if you miss church service maybe 5 times in a semester or 6 times in a semester, you'll not be able to write. I don't know how it is, but I don't know how it works. But what I heard is that if you don't actually attend church services, you would not be able to write exam. Another one is that you must have these complete materials for services. I'm going to list them out: Bible, hymn, books, sermon notes, pen, and 3 manuals. They sell all in the university chapel, so it is compulsory for you to have this. I can remember when our chaplain used to go around. Some days it would just enter his body, just like, you know what, today I want to check. So you might just go around and see if you're writing sermon or not. And if you're not writing sermon, you're gonna be in trouble for that. So actually it's a lot. And it is only those that does not like wahala. It's only those that are not stubborn that can actually survive MTU. I'm just telling you the truth. Because if you get coconut head, you will not be able to survive MTU. I'm telling you, you just have to be patient. If you are not patient enough, if you cannot take a lot of things, you will not be able to survive MTU. I'm not saying it to scare you. I'm just telling you the reality. Okay. She also said that I should tell you guys to get like 2 or more sandals. The university cobbler and shoemaker is very expensive. So come with more than 2 shoes or footwears. This one self is very obvious. Like because when we're there, I know how much this guy should charge us, maybe to sew our shoes or to maybe make shoe for us or make sandals, the guy really charges a lot. The economy of this country has changed drastically because I finished school like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's a lot of gap in between. So I only God knows how much the guy is charging now. Also, respect the hostel keepers because you can easily fill an offense form for any misbehavior. No net revealing dresses, no body hugs, no unauthorized tablets. Yes, the school has a tablet, and according to what my sister said, I'm no longer adding the tablet fee to school fees. So I think if you want to pay for tablet, it will be a different thing. But if you cannot afford tablet, it's not compulsory. You can just use your laptop. Or having a tablet is not compulsory now because it's no longer added to the school fees. But bringing a tablet that is not the school that gave it to you is not allowed. Getting a tablet from outside is not allowed. So if you want a tablet, you can just pay the school for your tablet. Also, no sharp objects or glass containers. Anything that has to do with glass is not allowed. No sharp objects like blade, knife. Don't allow iron cutleries like your fork, your spoon. If you want to bring a fork or a spoon, it should be these plastic ones. These iron cutleries are no longer allowed. They're never allowed right from the very first instance. So I think they are still standing on business when it comes to that. Electric jug or kettle is allowed in the school premises. Yeah, so anything that has to do with jug, kettle is not allowed because the hostel itself has like a very big kettle that can boil water, and you can use it to have your bath, you can use it to make your food. Maybe if you want to make custard, or you want to make oats, or you want to make pap, there's something there that you can use. So don't bring anyone from your house because it's going to get seized, and you will get it maybe when the semester is over. Now that brings us to the end of this particular section of this video. Now I had a lot of comments on my last video, like 80 comments, so I'm going to go back and just pick some of them. Like I said, I'm going to pick some of those questions and answer so some people can actually learn from those people's questions. Okay, so let's get right into that. Somebody asked, please, what can you add to the hair apart from wig and attachment? I already told you guys nothing is allowed on your hair. Attachment, wig, whatsoever is not allowed. You cannot add anything because before they were actually allowing thread, but I think people started doing funny hairstyles with the thread. Like, you guys know this thread that they use in sewing clothes. That's what they were using, and I think people started doing funny hairstyles, and they were like, you know what? This is no longer allowed. Like, you cannot add anything. You can only make your hair with your hair, your natural hair. Nothing has to be attached to that. And I hope this answered your question, Elizabeth. Then this person said 4 years in school without phone. Okay, phones are not allowed in school. You can only use your phone when you come back home. So it's not literally like the whole 4 years without your phone. It's just like 3 months or 4 months per semester. Someone said, please, for the Wi-Fi connection, what network is it, and do they sell pouch for the tablets? So for the Wi-Fi connection, I cannot remember. And yes, they sell pouch for tablets. There's actually a shop where they sell accessories for tablets, for your schoolworks, and all of that. So you can actually get your pouch at that place. Okay. And the next person said, of those that study and also work, mainly working with their computer, are they allowed? If you study and work with your computer and you think you can actually combine two of them, maybe if you do a remote job and something, and you feel like you can combine both of them, you can come to the school. But let me tell you that you cannot just leave the school anyhow, just in case you have an emergency and you want to go and attend to it, maybe at the office or something. You cannot leave the school anyhow. So have that at the back of your mind. So this person asks that how many people are allowed in a room. So it is, when I entered the school newly, it was 4 people to a room, but now it's like 6 people. So there are like 3 bunks in the room, and the room's actually big, so it's actually very spacious and can take 6 people. So there are like 3 bunks. I don't know if they've increased it from having 6 people in the room, but I know that is what it used to be. Okay. Somebody said, how do you access outside world if mobile phones are not allowed? So you have your tablets. You cannot do everything with your tablet, obviously, because your tablet is not SIM enabled. That means SIM are not allowed in the. There's a way they built the tab that you can put SIM card inside. Or I mean, you can chat with your friends on some social media platforms. And there's also a woman that has all this multiple phone. You know how it used to be in the olden days where you go to people business centers, yeah, to pay 20 naira per 1 minute and all of that. So we have somebody like that in the school that actually also does that. But obviously it's not 20 naira again because people know what the economy is saying, yeah. So That's how you can access and reach out to your loved ones. And also, the hostel itself has phones, so you can give your parents the hostel lines, and they can also call and reach out to you through the hostel phones. But your own personal phone is not allowed in the school. Okay. Somebody asked if there is law. Please, I'm going to leave a link in my description box so you can click it and check for the courses that are actually allowed in the school, because I don't think they actually there's actually a law course in the school yet. Okay. So somebody said, how do students access the internet? There's a free Wi-Fi for the students. Wi-Fi in the hostel, there's Wi-Fi in chapel, there's Wi-Fi in cafeteria, there's Wi-Fi in classes. So there's Wi-Fi everywhere, but obviously it might be slow, but you just have to look for a place where the Wi-Fi is actually fast and maybe do your thing that you have to do there. He said, please, do they offer nursing in Mountaintop University? And I replied to the person, I responded to the person, I said they offer nursing science, but they don't offer nursing alone in the school. But like I said, things have changed and I've not actually done my research. I'm just going to give you guys the information I got from my sister because she's still in the school. Do you get? So also do your own research. I'm going to leave a link so that it can be easier for you to actually access it. Okay. Maya gowns or maxi skirts be worn there. Maya gowns or maxi skirts or whatever skirt is not allowed. So far it is stretchy. Anything stretchy is not allowed. Stretchy gowns, stretchy skirts, not allowed in the school. Do they allow relaxed hair for girls? Yes. If your hair is relaxed, it is totally allowed. It is fine. There's no issue with that. Somebody said, is iron for clothes allowed or do they give iron? Iron for clothes is actually allowed. They don't have iron to give you, so you can bring your own iron from your house. That one is definitely allowed. Somebody said, do they have personal hostels for only one person with AC and 24/7 lights? They don't have a personal hostel. It's not like federal universities where everybody have different lodges and you can just have an apartment of your own. That's not how it works in Mountaintop University, because you know it's a private university. You have to like share with somebody, and like I've explained how many people are allowed in the room. These are the questions I could take now. You guys should drop me some questions under this video, and I might just do a Q&A just answering your questions. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, because I think I'm actually doing well for you guys, because I'm giving you guys information that you should know as a fresher going into the school. If you want me to do another video on what are the things that freshers should take to school, please let me also know. I can do another video regarding that, but I don't want this video to be too lengthy because I feel like it's already too long. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also like and drop that comment. Share this video to people that are going into Mountaintop University. Share it for them to see and share it for more reach, so YouTube can keep pushing this video and more people can keep seeing this video at the right time. See you in the next video. Bye.